After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 133. It is December 16th, 2014, 3:44 p.m. at this moment while we're recording.
Ooh, I did not do that, did I? Where's my end of road marker?
What? I don't know.
Oh, that's a finished one, that's why.
Anyway,
Oops. It's all done.
she's inconceivable, and I'm Lady Furnico almost everywhere.
I'm Talia, also known as Princess King Gypsy on Ravelry and Instagram and just about everywhere else at Import.
I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Furnico, just about everywhere except for my writing sites, where I'm either Marlisha or Shadowlight One. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us, especially during this very busy holiday season. A little warm today.
I think that we should use the fact that you have paper show notes this time to write all the...
I have my pen. I'm way ahead of you. You were born yesterday.
Yay! It sounds like the yays from Frosty the Snowman.
And I don't want to hear any complaints about how I do it either. Anyway.
I will totally complain about how you do it.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us during the busy holiday season. We are in the third week of Advent for us, which means we have one more week before Christmas, which is exciting. The 12 Days of Christmas thread is perking up. We do have a question courtesy of Drama Queen 7, who is Davina. She helped me think up the question.
I had suggested it earlier.
No.
You don't listen to me.
No. You refuse to sit down and talk to me about it.
I mentioned that, and you
anyway,
just don't listen
Davina
to me.
was very happy to help. So we have about 13 or 14 people. Please feel free. We have 12 days of Christmas worth of stuff. We'd like to have a lot of people to draw from, so feel free to pop in and ask the question. We'd love to hear your answers for that.
Mm-hmm. I've been reading them. I've been enjoying them.
Yeah, they're fun. We're not putting any comments in because we don't want to mess up the thread. So.
Although we mess up it all the time when we do our
Yeah, but it's easier to do it when you could just do images as opposed to, you know.
No, you're right.
So, okay. We do want to welcome our very newest viewers who have popped in and joined officially. We have Dragon Rose, who is Val. Welcome, Val. Deb Nosdorf, who is Debbie, and I believe that was Talia's swap partner.
Yes, it was.
So welcome, Debbie. We're glad to have you with us.
Very happy to have you, Debbie.
Graphy, who is also Debbie. Welcome to you as well.
But Debbie with one B.
One B. We have Whispto, who is Renee. Little Miss Bucket, who is Elizabeth. Welcome to both of you. Welcome Kate Abby, who is Deborah, another Debbie, or Deborah. And I think her name, if I read correctly, is after her two Siamese cats.
Not the name Deborah.
Kate Abby.
She wasn't named after her two Siamese cats.
There's something wrong with you.
Well, I thought clarity is very important.
Which you have none of. Anyway.
You're a mean person.
Uh-huh. And then we have, I'm not sure how you say this, Amyosaurus. I don't know.
Amyosaurus.
Amy. Let us know how that is supposed to be pronounced. We'll welcome you as well. We're glad to have you with us. And our newest member who squeaked in just under the wire this time, Pumpkin97. She did introduce herself on the thread with her name, but her name is not on the board, and I didn't want to mention her name on air.
It's not on her
It's
profile.
not on her profile, so I don't want to
mention her real name.
Mention her real name until she gives us permission. So we're glad to have her with us as well. So welcome everybody, new and returning. It's exciting to have you with us.
Yes.
I already mentioned the PHN 12 Days of Christmas. We'd like to see more responses from you. The ones that we've had are really, some of them have been really heartwarming, and some of them have been funny. We also want to mention, before we get into the toy along, that our very own George, 10 Hours or Less, has a, through December 25th, has a get 25% off all orders of $5 or more.
How did I miss that memo?
I do not know. The promo code will be in the show notes.
George, where are my boot cuffs? I was looking for them.
See, George, you need to get her boot cuffs, her pattern, so she can pick it up.
I was looking for it, and it wasn't there.
Patience is a virtue. Not right now it isn't. Yes, I know.
It's a virtue that I do not feel like cultivating.
Yes, I know that. So the promo code will be on the board, because I don't know if we are supposed to give it out on the podcast.
Sorry,
but the sale is 25% up through December 25th on the 10hoursorless.com or on Ravelry.com. And he also has available, you know, those little ornaments. Those are free.
Oh, yeah, those are
free. So check him out.
Yes, Allison was very excited because those are free patterns.
Yes. Check out George. He has some wonderful patterns. He's been very busy the last few weeks.
Mom, you're not writing down stuff.
Everybody I've mentioned has been
Allison was not on there.
So what? Allison will be mentioned.
Oh, so what?
Allison
wow.
will be mentioned.
Wow. You know what, Allison? You are so what in her book. I love you. Even if she doesn't.
I sent Allison an owl. She knows I love her. Allison.
It's okay, Allison. I love you even if she doesn't.
Allison,
Roseboom.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know what her. I always call her just Allison. Okay. So that
I even know you're Ravnum and she doesn't.
Yes, I am delinquent.
I'm the one who really loves you.
Yes, because she has to keep saying that because she doesn't really. I mean, I don't have to keep saying it. I just show it. Hugs for Allison. Okay, the toy along is going along very well. We have.
Oh, guys, just. I think it's in the show-off thread. Allison says she's getting rid of some yarn, some stash yarn.
It might be gone by now.
It might be gone by now, but check it out. It's Allison Roseboom. She's trying to get rid of some sweaters worth of yarn.
Really nice colorways. In fact, the one I really wanted is gone.
Well, I really like the green, but I can't justify another green sweater's worth of yarn.
So I'm waiting to see if that one goes before I try to pick that one up, the green one. But anyway. The toy along has been going very, very strong. It's exciting to see all the toys that are I say that every week, but every week something else pops up that's really cute. I think it's Kaori who's had a couple of cute patterns this time.
Okay, I haven't seen any Kaori's new ones.
I think the tiger was since the last podcast, I think. But there have been some really cute toys in there. And
I usually catch up on the toy thread when I'm posting the podcast because I have to look through all the toys to choose whose pictures go at the beginning of each podcast, and I think it was
Sandra.
Googly Eye Yarn.
Googly Eye
for
yarn.
Yeah. Sandra. Usually, what I do to pick what I always do to pick who gets prizes is I don't go, oh, these are my favorites. I do pick based on a random number generator because there's no way I could choose a favorite. There's too many cute toys.
But anyway, I was trying to say, first of all, what's in your mug? I do have chai tea. Look, Brittany, real chai tea now. I've graduated.
Put down Brittany's name, Mom.
Yes, I will when I'm ready. I'm going to give you the thing to write because I'm not going to do this.
You see, she needs instruction in how to do this.
I'm right-handed. I do not write, and
I have in my mug, in my Shenandoah Young mug, I have my dark rose hearts, and it's a loose leaf yarn, and I know I've shown this to you before. It comes packed like this.
It looks like a piece of chocolate.
It comes packed in a heart. Apparently this is how when I was talking to the tea lady at our LTS, local tea shop, I was talking to her about it, and she said that's how they used to pack tea for easier carriage. And it breaks down to this. Just normal loose tea leaves.
That's probably how our characters carry it.
Probably. And I will be. Oh, my thing fell. I will probably be getting several cups out of this. I usually get about 3 or 4 cups out of it before it starts getting weak.
Okay, let me get through the toy along. We are co-hosting with the lovely Kay and Dan from
Dan's lovely?
Yes, he is.
Dan, you're lovely.
Yes, lovely. His hair is coming back in dark.
It's dark?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't notice.
That's what they were saying. I think it'll go back, though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see him being more animated and stuff. It's more like his old self. That makes me happy. And I loved their last podcast over in New York. It was really nice.
Yes, it was really nice.
But anyway, we are co-hosting with them.
It dovetailed really nicely with the fact that I was doing medieval England in my great courses at that time.
We are co-hosting with them the Bakery Bear podcast. If you don't know them already, please feel free to check them out. And you can double dip in both podcasts if you are a member of both for the Toy Along.
Yes.
We have about a week or a week and a half left. I guess maybe a little more, maybe 2 weeks.
It's still January 1st.
Till January 1st. Midnight into January 1st. So
I've been doing a lot better this year than I did last year by doing toys for our own Toy Along.
You just can't show them.
Yeah.
And I have put one in because my other toys have been tests. The rules are posted. By now you know them all. They have to be crocheted or knitted. Bakery Bear and Franciscan Designs have 2 chances to win a prize.
Franciscan Gypsy Designs.
Right.
Just in case there is an actual Franciscan design.
Right. And then we have 1 WIP per project per week can be posted, and the finished object whenever. Basically, that's it. I mean, it's all on the thread. I'm not going to go over it again because I've gone over it every single podcast.
I think the Bakery Bears they're under Kay Jones, and she has a giraffe as well.
Right.
Because if you look at
it, I think you're right. I
don't think it says by Bakery Bears. I think it actually says Kay Jones.
I think it says KF Jones.
Just so that way they find what they're looking for. I mean, if you search Bakery Bears, it'll come with her pattern.
Yeah, I mean, because you'll get her, and then you can just look at her shop. But I think Taya's right. It is KF Jones Designs or KF Jones.
I know it's at least Kay Jones.
Yeah. Well, I know it's KF Jones. I'm just not sure because I've heard Tilly Trout and others say that it's KF Jones.
Yeah. Kay Jones.
What's on your needles?
Okay, gotta put Kay's name down.
Yes.
Although she always
gets,
so
I'm not worried about it. Okay. Moving on. Oh, and we do have suggested, if at this late date, or if you're coming in late, we do have suggested, not required, suggested designers for toys, or you can do your own toys, even. Any toys you like that are knitted or crocheted, you can put into the Toy Along, as long as they have been started no earlier than October 1st, and then they can finish whenever, because we have WIPs that are also eligible for prizes.
I just realized that we are both crocheting on the podcast, which never happens. Usually I'm knitting.
Yeah. Every once in a while we're both knitting, too.
Yeah. Now, how do you hold your hook? Because this is a good... You see, she holds her hook pencil-like. I hold mine like I do a knitting needle. And I always have held mine this way.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. That's because I didn't learn from her. I learned on my own.
I think Davina holds it the same way I do.
Yes, she does. I think so.
But, okay.
Davina does a lot the same way you do. She also doesn't like to magic loop.
Well, I think that might be partly because she's left-handed.
Yeah, but there's several things that she does similar to the way you do it for crochet, just because it works better for her brain. And I'm wondering if that's because you might have naturally been a lefty.
Yeah, the jury's out on that. Maybe I was an ambidextrous or lefty originally, because I do some things with my left hand. But in any event, we are moving on. I wanted to thank the people who donated prize. I won't go into what they are. You already know. I can do that next week. Marigold Jen, Karen.
Christmas week? Oh, we have to figure out when we're podcasting.
We're Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. Darling.
Marigold Jen has donated a skein of yarn. Karen Faye, one of our viewers, has donated a skein of yarn. And Marigold Jen's is her own yarn, so check out her shop if you're interested. She's got gorgeous stuff. Karen Faye donated Verdon Griffin yarn. Maria Wilhelmina, who is Marriott, donated Mama Llama yarn. Bella Socks, who is Aileen, donated 2 skeins of Malabrigo lace weight, which is really pretty.
Mhm.
And George, our
very own
George, 10 hours or less, donated 3 of his patterns, one to each of 3 winners. We have a skein of No Makers Fingering sock yarn, and we have a small project bag that will be on offer. So we have quite a few prizes that you guys
Yes, quite a few awesome
yes, so
prizes.
lucky. And then of course we do have the 12 days of Christmas prize. We'll probably draw for that after January.
Well, when's Epiphany?
Epiphany is first week of January, I think.
Because I say draw for Epiphany, because
Yeah, we can do
that's
that.
actually, if you went by the Catholic calendar, that's 12 days after Christmas. That's the actual 12
right,
days
the
of
actual
Christmas.
12 days of Christmas.
And then you get a little longer to put in because, yeah.
We can do that. We'll figure out when Epiphany is. It'll probably be around the first week of January. Okay. How many whips do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 2 of them I can't show.
I have 6 as well, and I can't show 2 of them.
You first.
Why me first?
Because I'm in the middle of changing colors.
Okay, my first one, since I'm in the middle of doing this, is I actually took I had a little pad of paper with me and kind of sketched out a design. It is a project.
Did you start it?
I started sketching it.
I thought starting it.
I started it. That's
Oh,
what I
well
did.
then, heavens, I started sketching another toy pattern too.
La-di-da.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that, and I'm counting it, and I don't care. So go ahead.
So many colors. You were supposed to take longer. I'm gonna do my Stanny D whiny voice.
Is it earsy nosy?
It is D, right? Stanny D and Ollie Dumb.
Stanley D and no.
Uh,
Ollie D and Stanley Dumb?
at least for that thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. We're talking about Babes in Toyland.
Yeah.
And
Because normally it's actually just
yeah.
Gosh, where's Stan and Ollie's last names?
Hardy
and
Laurel
Stan
Hardy
and Stan
Stan
Laurel. Okay, good. That gave me a chance to finish changing my color. So let me make sure that this is the same size. Cause now
and I know I kind of fudged a little bit on that because it's not technically a project, but there you go.
Yeah, you totally fudged on that, fudger.
I like fudge.
I like fudge too.
What do you think about? I made fudge, and I was thinking about making another batch, but putting like a quarter of the white chocolate. Do you think that would be too sweet? What do you think? I'd like to know an
No
answer.
running the fudge.
I already made fudge. I want to make more.
No running.
I want to make vanilla fudge.
Don't mess with it.
I'm going to.
No messing with it.
I already decided.
Well, then why did you ask?
I want to know what they think.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Well, I didn't say I wanted to know what you thought. I want to know what they think. I already know what you think. You have opinions.
You're a mean person. Okay. New knit design in here. All you get to see is turtles.
Turtle.
Actually, I could show yarn. I can do that.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get to yarn. Oh, looks like me actually quite a bit of a dent because this is a full skein of yarn. This is a Cascade 220.
Acrylic? That's what acrylic is.
No, that's
It's wool?
wool, yeah.
Okay.
And it's made some progress.
Have I seen this yet?
I think you've seen me working on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what it is. Okay.
So, I'll do this as I feel like doing it. I don't want it to become a stressor. And,
It's a plop.
a knitted design, for some reason working on my knitted design feels more serious than my little toys. Because
She's prejudiced
they're
against them.
my little toys. They're just toys. That's all. They're just toys. Where's Al?
Up there.
Oh, okay.
Al's up there.
And for those of you who are not familiar, Owl is actually a cardinal that Mom called Owl, based on my Bury the Cardinal pattern.
Because I like owls, and I
kept calling him an
kept calling
owl.
it owl because I kept making owls Which I don't have very many anymore. I gave them all away. It makes me sad. I don't know where my owls are gone.
Well, Allison has one of them.
All Allison's fault.
All Allison's
All
fault.
Allison's fault.
Because she took one of your owls, so
Yeah.
somehow it's all her fault.
But I made that one for her. So.
Yes, your turn.
Okay. My second project is the Apple of My Eye blanket. And I did make a little progress. And I usually do this, as I said, people who are long-term viewers. Long-term. Not a tumor. Long-term viewers know that I usually take this with me to the Adoration Chapel. And if I have time, I work on it there after my prayers. I think I did maybe 6 or 8 rows on it. It's kind of bunched up on the needles. And I have to thank Sampler Girl for the other patterns that she's been suggesting to me because I really like them. And they're free.
Sorry, guys.
That's the right side. And you can see it's grown a little bit. It's a little wrinkly, and there's the wrong side, which I think both sides are just as pretty. And I'm using Knit Picks Brava worsted for this. And I think I'm going to have to pick up some more red because I bought more red and then I started using it for another project.
Mom, I have a bunch of red left over from my red sweater. It's the exact same yarn.
Okay.
And there's no sense in you getting more yarn when I have it already.
Okay, well, if I need it, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm using US 10.5 Knit Pick Brava worsted red. And it's a plot. I like it. It's non-stress. I just do it because I want to. It's not for any cows or anything. It's just because I want to. And so it's enjoyable. And it's in my Knitting's My Bag, French Lady's bag. Whoosh! I wished it.
You wished it.
I wished it.
Okay, so the next one I can't show you.
I can't show the next one either. The next one is in my...
I'm sorry, guys. We have a lot of stuff we just can't show you.
This is a test knit for Talia in my Sea Turtles bag.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you guys know what it is.
Yeah, I just can't show it to you because it's not done yet.
Yeah.
So,
here's the main color that I'm using.
yeah, my main color is this. So, and mine is in my Knitting's My Bag Sea Turtles bag.
And this is in my TARDIS Ploverbird bag. It's bigger on the inside.
We got on the inside, Tilly. Tilly Trout.
Where'd it go?
Tilly Trout.
Come back here, kitty. Okay.
We need to get Tilly Trout in touch with someone who can give her a TARDIS bag.
Yes.
Sell her a TARDIS bag. Okay, is it my turn again?
It
Or
is. Well, let's see. I'm not sure whose turn. It was my turn, then you did yours, so it's
And
actually
then
my turn again.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I think that's how it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, will I actually show something this time? Maybe. Stay.
Ooh. Where is my hook?
Well, that's why I'm sitting on my hook. Look, Mom, new way to keep track of where your hook is.
I have a skirt on that won't work.
Oh, well. That was poor planning on your part.
And I never plan poorly. I never plan
Okay,
at
so
all.
the scrap log cabin blanket which is based on the log cabin blanket idea. I've never actually seen a log cabin blanket pattern that I've read. I've just looked at other people's and gone, oh, I'll just do this. I'm using various worsted and bulky yarns from Stash, usually from projects I've already worked, and I have
It's looking good. It's growing.
added a new color. This green and yellow from the Buttercups in the Grass Zuzus. And I know someone asked me about Zuzu's petals. Whoever that was, I do mean to get back to you. I am
Was it
behind on
PM?
it was PM.
Yeah.
I'm behind on my private messages. I can't remember who asked me, but I do mean to get back to you. It's Zuzu's petals, like if you've ever watched It's a Wonderful Life. It's ZU apostrophe S petals, PETALS. 2 words. And then it'll come up. It's by Karina Spencer.
She has some nice patterns.
Yes, she does.
I wish I could knit better.
She has another one that's similar to Zuzu's petals that's fingering weight. I try to avoid working fingering weight when I can.
I think Allison made one, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Although I think she actually made a Zuzu's petals. She made both of them.
Yeah, I think she made both of them because she mentioned that one first.
So, anyway, this is not Susie's Petals. This is working up nicely. It covers my lap nicely. It is my mindless knitting. I brought it to the Adoration Chapel the other day because all you have to do is knit, knit, knit. It's all garter. So.
We want to give you. We don't want you to think that's all we do in there. It's just.
Oh
After you pray, and you're sitting there and being quiet and listening, that's what we do. That.
Yes. You mean it's not? Jesus likes a good knit night just like anyone else.
You know, you sit over there. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Irreverent child.
I'm not irreverent.
Irreverent child.
Ow.
Okay. Okay. Ouch. Let's see here. Echo. Okay, my next project is the same blanket that Talia was talking about, only the crocheted version. Hello, Bastian.
Bastian is a big hugger, so he's a big.
Let me move this back so I don't get tea on myself.
He's a big sap. As you
Not a sap.
No, he's an attention hog. You can tell by some of the pictures that he's been in. He likes all the attention for himself.
Okay, this is my log cabin blanket. Mine is crocheted. I am not doing it like some people are doing it in blocks.
No, I'm not
doing
either.
this as one square. It is a log cabin square. It has grown. I did a fair amount of work on this. I am doing what I think will be my last yellow before I go into the orange reds.
Yeah, you might be able to get back into the blues.
I hope to. So it's getting pretty big. I mean, I can put this on my lap and stay warm.
Yeah, that's the point mine's at too. Mine's not nearly as large as hers.
It actually looks pretty nice. I'm kind of happy with it. And I think this is the front.
I can see myself doing more log cabin.
Me too. Me too. Even if I buy skeins of yarn to do it, I can see myself doing it. It works up fairly fast, and it would make nice gifts.
Well, I tend to use a lot of worsted weight yarn, so it works out. I'm not as likely to use my acrylic that I use for my toys just because I can use scripts and scraps for my toys.
Right.
I don't want to...
I want this just to be able to throw it into the wash, so I do use my acrylic. I do have some that's super wash in here, and I have at least one that's fingering held together, held double. But
that's too much effort.
I'm enjoying this. It's fun, and it's warm, and it makes me happy. It is in my Vera Bradley bag. Whoops, I'm kind of tangled up. I'm not used to having the low-tech notes, and I get tangled up here. It's in my Vera Bradley bag that my parents gave me several years ago for Christmas, I think, or my birthday. Big old bag. And it's taking up a lot of space. So there it goes.
Yeah, I tripped on it coming over here.
Where's my hook? There it is. Okay.
How do you keep losing your hook?
Because you're sitting there.
You lose your hook even when I'm not sitting there.
It is your turn.
Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is Caliente.
Caliente.
Which is Lady Sunnyside pattern. Well, the project I call Caliente. The pattern is Lady Sunnyside by Tanis Lavelli.
Lovely?
Loverly.
She would be well within her rights to smack you one. Pow.
I want is a room
I performed that in concert.
That's where I first heard the song.
Yep. I had to perform that. We were in England, and excuse me, we were in England, and I had to perform that as part of a concert we were doing to save Kay and Dan and
Save
Denise.
Kay and Dan and Denise.
You know how you, I don't know what they're called, where they do they try to save churches and things like that. We had a concert.
Restoration?
Yeah, but it's the actual raising of funds. And I sang for one of those, and I sang that song, and I was kind of tickled because the lady we were in England, so obviously they were British, and the husband said, "Oh yeah, you had the accent down pat, except for one word." I don't remember what the word was. I was tickled pink that I had the accent down.
Well, the singing instructor kept making fun of your American.
Yeah, well, I had an American accent. Do I have an accent? I guess I must. Anyway.
Well, I wonder if it's true. My friend Paul, his dad was born in England, so Paul has dual citizenship for England.
Right.
And he was saying apparently over there our accents are really cool.
Yeah.
which amuses me because
Yeah.
I don't think that American accent is that cool.
No, I
but
don't. Well, we have a lot of different
the
accents.
southern
though.
one is really nice.
The gentle southern one, and stuff like that. But in any event, whose project were we talking about?
It was my turn. We were talking about Lady Sunnyside and Lovely, and then we got into Loverly.
Yeah, butterflies.
I'm
Snowflakes.
using Dragonfly Fibers in the Traveler base in the colorway Airport Hot Sauce.
Airport
Hot Sauce. And I have no idea what that was. It was like a weird mixture of 20 different accents.
Mm-hmm.
And I am doing a size 36. I'm doing it for me. I have finished not my increases. I finished, I believe, the yoke. So I had to start looking into.
I really like that color.
I really do love the color.
It's showing up fairly well too. I was worried it would be dark in here, but it's good.
I am enjoying this. I am going to have to start thinking pretty soon about picking up stitches for the sleeves, or putting side stitches for the sleeves, and going to the rest of the body. I just haven't had the brain power to really think about that, so it hasn't been done.
Yeah, she had a rough week because she had to take me into the doctor.
Well, there's just a couple days where I just was up until way late.
And I did want to thank people. I've had a private message and a couple of other messages from people who were a little concerned and who were praying for me. And everything's fine. And I thank you for your prayers. They helped immensely. So thank you very much. And things are getting back to normal. Thank you.
Or as normal as things
Get around here, yes.
So, there, that's about one half of it. This here is where the shoulder will be. This is the back here. Yes, this is truly a lovely pattern. I'm enjoying it.
And what bag is it in?
It is in my Batman bag.
Cloverbird?
By Cloverbird. This was a custom bag.
And we are waiting for her to reopen her shop, hopefully. Hopefully she'll be able to come back to that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's very busy.
She has some amazing bags.
She does. Okay, my next one is...
you might want to write Cloverbird's name down.
Yeah. You won't remember it? Phenomenal memory that you have.
I never claimed to have phenomenal memory.
Cloverbird.
I'm not Davina. Davina claims that she remembers everything.
Everything's my bag.
I know that I have a tendency towards sleep-deprived brain. And
Okay.
sleep-deprived brain remembers nothing.
This project was not on the hooks when I podcasted last time. I just wanted to do something different. And I believe it's in here. Let's see. I have a beaded upper pill, an owl one. Owlsy. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold on. It's not in here. It's in here. In my Cloverbird sheet bag. I think this is Cloverbird, isn't it? Yes. Cloverbird sheet bag.
All you can do is look at the Cloverbird.
Yeah, I saw it. This is the BB Christmas stocking from the Logan's Holiday Stocking pattern. And I BB because I think the person who this is meant for watches the podcast. So.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Christmas stocking, and this is where I'm at. You can see.
Okay.
I've never done a stocking before, so this will be interesting.
You need to show.
I did.
Okay.
I went like this.
I was looking down at the time, so.
And I was actually kind of confused. I started this.
It's really pretty.
Here it has the little, the little tie that you can. I may have to reinforce that. I don't like how.
Yeah, I think you might crochet around it.
But it's striped, and I really like the colors the way they're coming out. Let me see if I can move this up a little bit so you can see the color combination. And you can see the little picots. I'm not sure how this said. I never am. Picot? But I've never done a sock of any kind whatsoever. This is the first one I'm doing. And I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before Christmas or not, but I think the person will like this. I'm not, I hope I finish it so I can see. And I am using Bravo worsted for this. And the funny thing was I had done the cuff. The cuff is done separately, and then you add the rest of the sock. And I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't understand what they were saying when they said where to add the stitches for the body of the sock, and I added it upside down, so I had to take it off. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it's well on its way now. I'm getting ready to start the red again. I don't think we go back into the cream until we hit the toe and the heel, and it's fun. It's a nice crochet. It has enough of a challenge to keep me interested, but it's not so difficult, at least right now, to make it stressful for me. And I don't need extra stress with baking and Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So I'm having fun with this. And that's that one.
So, my next one is actually the one that I am working on. Now I'll show the other one first. Next one I'm going to talk about is actually the project I call Thor. It's a Diana's hat pattern, which you guys have seen 20 million different times.
And 20 million different kinds of yarns.
Yeah. It's by Joanna Johnson. This pattern has more than, my use of this pattern is more than paid for the whole Anne of Green Gables book. And I keep forgetting to write down the yarn and such in my show notes. I am using Cascade Heritage Paints in the Thunder colorway,
which is a gorgeous, gorgeous colorway. I love that color.
And this is a fingering weight yarn. This is backwards. Yes, it is. I had some time to actually knit on this, which was surprising, because usually I only knit on this when I have a break at work or when I'm grocery shopping or something.
Did we figure out if I bought an extra one or you bought an extra one?
No, that's not this yarn.
Oh, wasn't that one?
No, that was for my hat.
Okay.
Other hat. So
still not showing up quite as well.
Well, this one never shows up well on camera because there's such subtleties for the blue.
And it's really pretty.
It's grays, a thundery gray with some dark bluish, navyish color sort of strewn within, and it never picks up really well. Well, they're kind of showing up there.
A little bit.
It's just a very subtle colorway. It's very pretty.
You really have to see it in outdoor lighting to see how pretty it is.
Because it's the normal light, the fluorescent light just doesn't do it justice.
There's too much yellow in it or something in the lighting.
So this has made some progress.
In what bag?
This is in my Birds on the Wire bag by Plover Bird.
Okay. All right, my next project is the Cranberry Cow project from the Versatile V-Stitch Cowl to Wrap.
From the Versailles Cow?
Yes, by Kara Gunza. And I like this pattern so far. It's living in my Kikiboo bag, the Kikiboo Owls bag that Talia got me for Christmas early.
I got you for spilling tea on your other bag.
Yes. And I made some progress on this. I did rip it out because if you remember, if you watched last podcast, I had twisted the stitches, and I wasn't too far, so I just ripped it out and started over again. So this is what
you don't usually get too far when you twist stitches.
Well, yeah, it depends if you want to make it a...
Well, I mean, you notice
yeah,
before you get too far.
So you can see. Oh, I love the pattern on this.
And this is the cow neck.
Yeah, let me see if I can put this on without catching my bobby pins.
Bobby pins?
So you can see that it's going to be kind of hanging. You know, I haven't started the increases yet. I think I have another few rows to do the increases so it can go over the shoulders and everything. But I really like, I love the color. I think that the match of the yarn and the pattern is really good. The color is perfect for it. And the pattern is just, it's not too busy, but it's not so simple that the color looks boring. I just really like it. The pattern, the yarn is, I think it's Simply Soft. Yeah, Caron Simply Soft in the burgundy colorway, but I'm still calling it cranberry because it looks like cranberries to me. So I'm using an H-hook for this, and yeah, I'm having fun with this. Much fun with this.
Okay. And the final one that I've been working on, this one's been getting a fair amount of work. I've been doing a lot of toy work lately, which is appropriate for the toy along.
Mm-hmm.
This is Noelle. This is Selena the cat pattern. Same pattern
As Echo.
Echo over here.
Except that there's more color work, right?
No.
You said it was from Selena. If it's not, it's from Kobe.
No, this is the same color. This is Selena pattern.
Right. Yeah. Well, you said that this is the same. Oh, I guess he is the same. Okay, I'm thinking of Shadow. Shadow, who has gone to his home.
Yes. Hang on. My pattern, I think, dropped.
What did you drop?
Oh, there's my hook. Okay, I was afraid I dropped my hook, but I made sure to put it away. All right, there we go. What I discovered, though, when I started doing the legs while I was chatting with my friend in California on Skype, I was sitting there like, that leg looks awfully big for this little body. I was working on my newest design, or the design that's in testing right now, at the same time as I was working on this. Well, the design that's in testing uses worsted weight yarn. This uses DK, and I mixed
because you sized it down.
Because I sized it down, and I mixed up the two whites. So I was using the worsted white with this, and I think I still use the worsted white with the main body. I thought it looked awful big.
It's gonna be a kind of a.
You can't really tell for the main body, but you could tell when you started doing legs. So you had this like ginormous foot, and I measured against this, and I was like, that looks huge. And so I tried again. I was like, oh yeah, that's a big difference. It ended up being like that much bigger. Because if you look at it, you see how much of a difference that is? That's quite a bit of a difference. It's about at least an inch or two more if I had gone with the other yarns. And a lot fatter. Just because he's a bigger kitty.
Yeah, Echo's not happy.
He's an older kitty. A kitten's just simply not going to have the same size leg. So this is a lot more appropriate. I have got one leg finished. Noelle's going to have 3 legs with the long stocking, and it's going to have 1 leg with the short stocking. So one of her stockings rolled down. That's the one thing I do enjoy about the Selena pattern is there's some flexibility with where you can do the white for the legs and for the tail. You can have more white, you can have less white. I haven't decided how far I'm going to do the white for the tail. Like here on as you can see on Echo, he has the white on the tail here. Well, I can go farther up if I want, or I could have just a very tip, or I can have just a plain black tail. And I haven't decided what Noelle's gonna have for that. She's supposed to be for the gift box, my collection of toys that are going to either go to charity or go for fundraising for the church.
Charity is mine. That one's mine.
Noelle's not yours,
Mine.
You already got Bastion.
Mine.
You have Bastion.
Mine.
Where's Bastion?
Mine. It was mine. It was my idea.
No, it wasn't.
My idea. You stole it, my precious.
Make your own.
No, I want that one.
It was not your idea to do a bitty one.
Mine.
So you see her body has been done. I just have to work the rest of the legs. I've done 1 leg. I'm on the 2nd leg. I have 2 more legs. One long stocking, 1 short stocking. Then I have the tail, the muzzle, and the ears. So she's making progress. I forgot how big the pieces seem in comparison to the main body until you put them together.
Making the poor cat disproportionate.
Well, she was going to have very big paws.
Big cat. All right. My final project is started out as one thing and then turned into something else. I don't think it's going to be given to anyone because we kind of missed our window, so it might just go in the gift box. Sorry for
You see, her blankie can go in the gift box, but my kitty can't, apparently.
Warm Wishes Afghan. And this might go, again, to your friend. It was in the Surabel pattern when I was making it for Taya's friend, and I always felt that was too big anyway, so I pulled it out when I was going to make it for somebody else, and I made it a little smaller. This is the back. It's 2 pieces of
Yes,
yarn
Mom
held
actually
together.
has 3 blankets going at one time.
Yes.
You're returning to your roots.
I'm not a tree. This is the back, and in the front, you can see what I decided to do. You can see post stitches there. There's one on each. There's one post set of post stitches on each end. It's very simple with a just because I don't want to have to think about it when I'm doing it. And I think I lost my stitch.
You know, one thing I've noticed about crochet is with knitting, I can make it so I don't have to look at the stitches when I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Crochet, I actually have to look.
I don't have to look. I just. Yeah. I mean, I just.
And I think it's because right now this is a darker color, but.
Well, yeah, darker color will do.
And
that
it's
for
smaller
you.
stitches.
And this, I'm using a very large hook for this. I'm using a P hook because I'm using 2 strands of worsted weight held together, and it's very, very heavy. I don't know if you can see the color differences here. Can you see the different blues?
It's really pretty.
It's hard to see.
They got to see it last week.
It's light. You just barely see the colors. I didn't make a whole lot of progress on this because I got started doing other things, but that's my other one, my other whip. And it's in my Knitting's My Bag. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's in my Ploverberg.
Ploverberg?
Ploverberg chai tea
And there's
bag.
coffee.
Chai tea.
Coffee.
Chai tea
Coffee.
with chocolate, and that is the truth.
Coffee.
And that is it. Okay. Yeah. So.
You must have more than 6.
No.
Because you shouldn't have finished last if we both had 6.
I had 6.
That's weird. Did I show everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happened?
6. 1, 2. Oh, I see what happened. Daddy's was this one wasn't bolded.
Okay, because I'm sitting here like you
2,
shouldn't have
3,
had.
4, 5.
You shouldn't have finished last if you had 6.
6. Yeah, I had 7. Okay.
Okay, so on the bookshelf.
I don't have any on the bookshelf.
Okay, so I do have the FO. It's the hat I'm wearing. I'm finding it a little itchy on my ears, but it might be because I haven't washed it yet. I finished it yesterday.
What's the yarn?
This is the dark cherry hat. It's Alvieri by Woolly Wormhead. I used Cascade yarn, Cascade 220 paints in the colorway 9928 Dark Sunset.
I don't understand why it's Dark Sunset.
I cast it on because Tilly Trout had made it, and I really liked it.
And I already have her down, so just cool your jets, woman.
So, funny story. First I thought I was playing Yarn Chicken and needed to get more yarn. So I got more yarn. Then I discovered a second skein in my stash which wasn't marked. And I think it's the same yarn. So now I had 2 extra skeins plus the one I was using. Then I discovered I wasn't really reading the pattern right and didn't need the second skein of yarn anyway. So I ripped back, because I actually ended up doing like double what I needed. So
she just wanted an excuse to buy more yarn.
I went ahead and, you know how you can place a what do they call it? New knitters usually do this, where they
lifeline.
A lifeline. So basically, I placed the equivalent of a lifeline halfway down. Put the yarn in there, and then just took out my needles and ripped. Then I picked up stitches again, which was a fun experience. So I was able to finish the hat. Like I said, it's a little itchy, but it does need to be lightly blocked, so that might help a little bit. I did end up doing the little bobbly thing on the back. It does have a little bit of a slouch. I love the color. It goes very well, actually, with this poncho.
Mm-hmm. Bless you.
Sorry. So I think it's really cute. It's nice and warm. I like it. I like it a lot better than, I'm not much of a winter hat girl. For the most part, I have never been, but this is a slouch to it, so this helps.
Yeah, you have to be careful with the dye. See, if the dye keeps bothering her, I'll just take it.
No, you won't. I'll get used to it.
I want it. My precious.
So I'm sure it'll be better once I block it and wash it. I'll make it work. So yes, that was finished. So pay attention when you read patterns.
Why? It's overrated.
Because otherwise, I would have ended up with the largest slouch ever. The slouch would have come down to like here.
But like those hats they wear in Jamaica, the big long.
Yeah.
I think it's Jamaica they wear those big long hats. So it's hot there. I don't know why they would wear a hat. Maybe it gets cold in the winter. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know much about Jamaica.
So royalties.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, royalties. How do you want to work the royalties?
Um,
I think we should leave our. We ought to call this the episode of gifts, but except that Christmas is coming up.
yes.
Um,
Pre-Christmas? I don't know.
do you want
Swap
to?
first?
Yeah, let's do the swap first.
You received yours first, so go ahead.
Okay, we were doing a Christmas swap, a Nitpicks Christmas
Mhm.
swap, and it just finished, and we got our boxes in. My swap person who had my name was Schubert Goddess, who is Heather, and she gave me a very nice box. I just want to write her name down. Schubert Goddess, Heather. And she pulled my name, and she did really well. Excuse me, I'm going to go out of frame for just a second. What we do is we check our Nitpicks wish list, we check the Ravelry wish list, all that kind of stuff, to see what it is that that we're going to give our swappies.
Mom, I don't think that's her card because it has both our names on it.
Okay, yes, this is the else's. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to find the card she gave me first. So she had this wonderful little card, and in the card, she has beautiful handwriting. I don't want to show you what she wrote because
You could show the
I can show the recipe. She has absolutely beautiful handwriting. Heather,
I've been told that I have a handwriting of a 12-year-old boy.
Heather, she sent me pumpkin cookies recipe, and I'm planning on making these for Christmas because if I have time,
I love pumpkin.
I do too. If I have time, I'll make it tonight. If not, I'll make it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Heather said it's one of her favorite recipes, so I'm looking forward to this. That's the first thing that was in here. She also I don't want to show this yet. She also got me some stitch markers. Nitpicks, stitch markers.
I actually don't think you have the Nitpicks ones.
I have some, but not a whole lot. I could always use more, and I put them down on my wish list because I always need them. She got me some Clover, I guess they're called soft touch crochet hooks because I wanted to try them. She got me a G and an H.
Those are good sizes,
which
too.
are perfect sizes, which was really nice of her. She got me this made me laugh. I was so excited about this. She got me slipper socks. I don't know how she knew that my feet get cold. She got me slipper socks. There's 3 pairs of slipper socks, and they are so soft.
They're very soft.
They feel, I don't know, it feels like a soft terry cloth maybe. So she got me that, which I don't think was on Nitpicks. I think she found that somewhere else. It was really cool. She got me this skein of Stroll Tonal fingering.
I don't think you had that color either.
I have one. I needed another one.
Oh, did you? That worked out
It's on my
well.
list. So she got it for me. She saw my list and she got this for me. It was perfect. And she got me, I love stash and hats because I don't have to buy. She got me, I wanted to try either the fingering or the worsted chroma. She got me chroma worsted, and this is the red velvet colorway. So it is red.
Mm-hmm.
Red velvet colorway, which I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to make out of this. But
And I
I'm
don't
excited.
think I'm designing anything that's going to help you with that.
I might have to find a little toy, and Paul can wait.
You're
But
assuming it's
the
Paul.
last thing, it's about that time.
That's my work email.
Oh, okay. The last thing, I will have to apologize to Paul. The last thing she got me is what she made me, and it's really, really quite pretty. In fact, I asked her what the pattern was. I liked it so much. It's the sideways sugar shawl, I think
Oh,
it's
I don't
called.
know, Mom.
Um,
It's a really pretty shawl.
it really
It's
is.
asymmetrical.
It's asymmetrical, so I'm not quite sure how to wear it. She said she doesn't think there's a wrong way to wear it. So, let's see here.
I like the colors.
I just love the way it turned out. I know I'm not wearing this properly because I can't see what I'm doing, but
I would personally wear the little thingy in the back, this thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. You'll figure it
I'll
out.
figure it out. I had it there.
There is.
I really like it. The color. I'm not sure what yarn. She told me what yarn she used. I just don't remember what it is. But I like the shawl so much I had to ask her what it was, and she told me, and I had it on my queue.
And look on several of the project pages and see how people have worn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that'll be helpful.
I mean, it's quite a pretty pattern. I was quite pleased with it. Heather, thank you very much for the thoughtful gift. I appreciate it. And the swap was very.
Oh, and Heather, I
fun.
think I remember from the swap information that you gave that you like making toys.
Mm-hmm.
Join us.
I sent her an
Join
invitation.
us and put stuff in the toy along.
I already sent her an invitation.
Because this is right up your alley, and then you can win stuff potentially.
Yes, I sent her an invitation.
Because
already.
you can never have too many toys.
I did send her an invitation. I don't think she's seen it yet, though. So she. Yes. Thank you very much, Heather. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, so now my swap person.
Who is now in our group? Isn't she?
My,
oh,
no, that was the one
Yeah, you
who
were
I
swapping.
gave stuff to. This is from Knit Tweet. I believe that's her name.
Kathleen.
Kathleen Knit Tweet, yeah. So this is a truly lovely color. An orangish reddish. It's Knit Picks palette. You got some miniature ornaments. A planchette.
Oh, I thought it was a shawl. It is a planchette.
Very
Very pretty. Very
lacy
lacy.
planchette. Yes. I believe it might actually. No, it is knit. Yeah, I can show it. I think it'd still be okay. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have anything on this.
Some
So cute.
red sparkly pencils.
We have to hide those from Gina.
This pen is cool.
Mhm.
This is a red pen. I don't know if the ink is
Ink is
actually
red,
red, but
Bubble pen? Bubble pen?
some buttons. A little ornament, which I actually probably should stick on the tree. Because we just put it up this weekend. And by we, I mean everyone else in the family but me, because I was working this weekend. Some lovely Christmas cards. And a notebook. Sorry, hang on. My ear is really itching with this hat. I need to block this.
Or just wash it.
Yeah. So, some lovely Christmassy cards. These would be good to put into 12 Days of Christmas prize things.
Maybe. I think they're pretty.
Well, no. I mean, like, as in to write.
Oh, yeah.
Writing the notes in there.
I don't have a whole bunch of cards left anymore, so.
So this would be good for that, I think. And also it kind of fit the 12 Days of Christmas theme. And the notepad. Let me make sure I got it. Oh, teeth.
Teeth.
I wanted one of these teas the other day, but I didn't want to break into it until I showed it on the podcast.
Right.
This is Lipton.
That's the same reason I didn't make the cookies earlier from Heather, because I didn't want to get the pumpkin all over the card.
I don't want to take off the hat I'm wearing, but look at this. This is a lovely cow. It is crochet. It's a lovely shell stitch.
Shell?
Yeah, because it's not.
Yeah, it is a shell. Mm-hmm.
And
mine has V stitches in it. I like that pattern.
The hat is. I don't think it's the same. It's.
No, it isn't. It looks like it's some kind of post stitching. There's post stitching.
Yeah,
there.
there's post stitching in here.
It looks like it's on the bias.
That's what it does almost look like. I've never worked anything quite this way.
Let me see if
She starts from the top.
Yeah, let me see.
It looks like she had a magic ring.
I don't want to put it on too tight because I have too many bobby pins, but
yeah,
it's very nice.
It's a very nice hat. I don't want to take
stretchy.
off the one that I have on because my hairs are horrendous state right now.
And I didn't want to pull it tight. It would go over my head, but I have a clip in my hair and I didn't want to put it out of shape.
So, very lovely. I love the way the yarn worked up.
It's very pretty. I think maybe if she watches the podcast, she can tell us, or if she sees the airburn, she can tell us
Did you write her name down?
I did.
Okay.
That how she did this was on the bias.
Because
or what pattern it was.
well, I could tell. It looks like
It was magic.
it looks like it was magic ring, and so let's see. I could see how that one was done there because these are your typical increases, like I do for my toys.
Right. Well, that's how you usually start.
And then after that point, I'm not quite sure what she does. Because after this point, I could tell exactly what she's doing, and then here I can't tell as much.
Looks like she has.
That's a little bit beyond what I normally do.
It looks like she drops, like she's done some kind of a post-stitch that drops at least one row. I don't know. That's pretty.
Yes.
I'd like to know. Okay.
So very nice.
All right. This one was a complete surprise.
Yes, complete.
Denise, who is Knitting Den. I didn't want to thank her until we thanked her on the podcast.
Yes.
We got this little envelope. My husband says, this is addressed to you and Talia. I said, okay, that must be something for the podcast because usually people don't send stuff to us together unless it's a prize for the podcast or something.
Oops.
So I opened it up, and there was this little card that Denise made. This little Christmas greeting card from Denise with a very, very nice little message in here. And we love Denise. I didn't notice this, Ty. Look at this.
Oh, Denise, I love you.
Yes, Denise, we do love you. You are special.
We know that you were just talking to my bunny.
Yes. Okay. So she sent us a nice little card, and I had no idea. I thought maybe it was a soft card, but no. She sent us each a Zeded Bupper Pill for Christmas. And not only did she send us a Zeded Bupper Pill, which I absolutely love. I only have one, the one that's on her bag she gave me. If you look closely at
I'm just going to take mine out.
you can see the puzzle piece.
Oh, the puzzle piece is not backwards, Mom. That's exactly how the puzzle piece looks.
Oh, okay. Autism awareness. Denise put a lot of thought on this. You can see the different colors for autism awareness and the puzzle piece. I will be using this for my bag when I do autism awareness.
Yeah, I have to figure out what I'm going to attach it to because I want to make sure it doesn't get lost.
I think I'm going to have to get...
Because I don't use a whole lot of zippered bags at this point.
I'm going to have... I may
have to figure out a way to attach it to my
I want to attach it to my
awareness
autism
bag.
awareness bag, yes. Because if not, I'm going to have to maybe invest in an autism awareness zipper bag, even if it's a small, medium, or medium. Because I don't want to lose this. I love this. Denise, it was so thoughtful.
Very thoughtful. Thank you so much, Denise.
I'm so excited.
And we have to keep the
yes, the Kickaboo bags.
The Kickaboo bags thing that actually says zebra pupper.
I was dancing around the house with this going, I have a Zeded Bupper Pill, I have a Zeded Bupper Pill, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. I can attest to that.
I was so excited about this. Thank you so much. Bubbles. Okay.
She's seen bubbles in her head. I'm really sorry.
This
happens occasionally where she just snaps.
Thank you very much, Denise. That was so thoughtful of you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very
much. Okay, now...
I have one other thing.
Oh, you do? Oh, yes.
Okay, guys. Seriously. First of all, our Kmart's going out of business.
A lot of Kmart / Sears, either Kmart is going out of business or the Sears is going out of business, or both of them are going out of business in the town. Our Kmart here is going out of business.
And I picked up some shoes. I have always wanted some red high heels.
Oh, there's a shocker.
Always wanted some red high heels. So I picked them up. First thing my mom, my lovely mother, says is, they look like hooker shoes.
For crocheters, they're mine.
Seriously. These do not look like hooker shoes.
Crocheter shoes.
That is not what you said.
Hooker shoes, a hooker is a crocheter.
She also says because I have a red comforter and red
and purple curtains.
No, it's a reddish purple.
Yes, I know.
Reddish purple curtains at my room looks like a what a bird was.
If you can't remember the word, I'm not going to tell you.
No, she basically said it looks like a prostitute's room. So seriously, what's wrong with this? These are nice, classy red heels, not hooker shoes.
Hooker shoes, my shoes.
She's trying to rescue this.
I am not, in fact.
And she's failing. So, really pretty shoes, not hooker shoes. And I'm going to wear them for Christmas.
She's going to take them off during Mass and knit.
I just got the smear off them.
It wasn't a smear. The thing about patent leather like this is that they scuff really easily.
Yes, they do. So.
She had gotten them home. My husband had to give her what he used to use on his military shoes
Yeah.
to get the stuff off, a little black mark.
Because there's, no returns. It was a closeout.
Yeah, because if you go into our Kmart now, they close, I think, January 1st, and it looks like a ghost town. I mean, there was hardly anything there. So, yeah, that's very nice. Very nice pop of color.
Yes. Not
okay.
issues.
All right. Do you have any autobiography?
Well, let's see. I think I mentioned last week that I finished my medieval grade courses, and I'm starting into the Tudors and Stuarts. So I think I'm on Henry VII right now. I had just finished the War of the Roses. I think I'm on Henry VII, which means I'm about to head into Henry VIII, which is an interesting period in English history.
Yes, it is.
Rewatched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, completely finished with that. Been binge watching Mother Angelica the past couple days. Her classics, so she doesn't know how to hold back. She just says what's on her mind.
For those of you who don't know about Mother Angelica, she's a Catholic nun who was on EWTN. We were watching her classics because
they were from like 93, 97, and she just turned 90 recently.
Okay. She, if I understand correctly, she had a stroke and is unable to speak now, but I'm not positive, that's what I thought I heard. She has been doing EWTN.
She was the founder.
She's been doing the show since like the mid-'80s, I think it was, first as radio, then as TV, and we listened to her. She's a pip. And we've both been watching a lot.
Well,
she's
one of those people who got mad about something that the station was going to be carrying her was going to be putting ahead of her program. She didn't care for it, and told the person that, and they were like, "No, we're not going to change it. Not going to change it." She was like, "Okay, well, I'll start my own station." Then she walked out, like, "Man, I got a big mouth," and had to figure out how she was going to do that. Just one of little Italian-y. Yeah, well, she's American, but she's Italian.
Italian descent. I mean, she says things, She'll read something in the Bible and say, "Wow, he did this. That's not what I would have done. That's not what I know what I would have said." And so she's great. I really like her.
She's hilarious. But so I've been binge watching her, and I'm so sorry, guys. My voice is trying to give out.
You have laryngitis.
Then I've been reading the Wish Song of Shannara, and I'm way behind Mom. I'm on chapter 23, I think. Jer just got snatched by Blizzard.
Okay. I can't tell you where I'm at.
No, you can't tell me where you're at.
But it's
and Slanter, that's his name, right?
Slanter.
Yeah. He's sitting there saying, "Well, I can go then, right?" But then he's going like, "This isn't as easy as I thought. Darn, that boy had sand."
Yeah. Yeah, Slanter's an interesting character. Heidi, you need to hurry up and get through that book.
Well, she's still in the other trilogy.
I know she is. She needs to hurry up.
Yeah, she does. Now Heidi's reading, and so is it Allison? I think it's Allison.
I think Allison's reading it.
But with everything going on with her moving and such, I'm sure reading is not on your top priority right now.
Maybe to relax.
Yeah.
But I also did some writing. I wrote a little over 750 words to the shared story, but that's about all I did writing-wise. I also did some editing for our for the Holy Family Institute for something that we had to do for a ceremonies booklet.
Yeah.
So I still have a little to do on that, but I did get the first run done on that. But that's about all I did for that. Yeah. Do you have anything else that you need to?
Nope, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Want to thank Bella Socks for her. I know I keep thanking her, but hers is a gift that keeps going. Mariette.
Gift that keeps giving.
Yes. She gave us several skeins of yarn to give out as prizes for you.
Mariette.
Bella Socks is Aileen. And Bella Socks is Aileen, isn't she?
Aileen, yeah.
Yeah. And then Mariette, who is Maria Wilhelmina, for the wonderful prizes she's given us of yarn. Because as we said multiple times, you guys make our podcast, and you guys have been supporting the gifts that we give out. We really appreciate
very
that.
Awesome.
We give out what we can, but you guys put us over the top, and we really appreciate your generosity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We want to thank Sissy Knitting and Crochet and Snooks for the comments on YouTube. I don't know if there have been other comments since I looked, but
I haven't gotten any notifications.
if
So.
there have been, we thank you as well. And I think that's it. I'm still looking for my Delia book. I think I might have given it away. I thought I put it away so I could look at it, but I don't know. I did have one. I really did.
Sure you did.
Davina and I were looking at it just a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you wouldn't have given it away.
Well, yeah.
We haven't given anything away in the past couple
Yeah,
weeks.
we took well, not a couple. I said a few weeks ago. I more, before the retreat. Okay.
You must have just misplaced it. I'm sure you'll find it.
I hope so. I wanted to show you guys. In any event, that is it, I think. Please do answer the questions in the
Please do.
in the 12 Days of Christmas thread and keep those toys coming. They are so adorable.
They are adorable.
Um,
And I'll catch up on the toy thread when I post this episode.
right after we bake. And we wish you a very blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, baking, whatever it is that you do that makes
Your
you
preparation for
happy, your
Christmas.
preparation for Christmas.
We do homemade pizza for Christmas.
Yeah,
generally.
my husband makes the pizza crust. I make the sauce. So we wish you
We
very,
wish
very.
you a Merry Christmas.
We wish
Wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes.
Are
Continue.
you finished?
There's one more.
No. Go ahead, get it out of your system.
You have to start.
No. We
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
are going to. I apologize for her rudeness. We wish you a peaceful last week of Christmas.
And
Don't
a
want
Happy
you
New
to
Year.
stress out with the shopping and all that because we know it can be hectic. So God bless. Have a wonderful week. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 133, and that's a wrap.